Hello, it is World Wide Web Wednesday, January 2nd, 2018. Steve Sipress here at the end of another spectacular, beautiful day here in sunny Arizona with a beautiful sunset behind me. If you can make out the reds and oranges and yellow, blue, purple as the sun sets over the mountains in the west. So, talking to entrepreneurs as I do every day, and one today hit me with he was got some piece of software and he was looking. Alex is here. Good seeing you. He said, "Yeah. Oh, I know. It was a new connection on Facebook." And I always ask when somebody puts in a friend request, great. Any reason in particular why you reached out to me? And Alex is making a little inside joke there. His word of the year: try. And you want me to try to get better? Unfortunately, I will not. I simply will get better. And so this guy I was like, okay, why'd you connect with me? And he said, well, seems like we had something in common, and because I'm starting to run a business, and I'm looking to use this software, and I see that you were talking about this software program. I'm going to learn how to use it, and it is a massively complex, powerful marketing software program. And I gave my opinion that unless he was looking to become a professional and offer his services in helping people to implement what that software can do, that it's a complete waste of time for him to learn or to use software. You just get somebody to do it. And he came back and said, that's a good idea. And he said, I did, when I was getting set up, they did recommend somebody, and he's nearby, and so sounds good to me. And then I asked the question, congratulations, great to get somebody else to do it, but why are you limiting yourself geographically to somebody who does he have to be nearby? And his response was great. He got it. He was like, no, he doesn't have to be nearby, he's just the one they recommended. To which I responded, okay, sounds great, but I'm thinking that the company made the recommendation based on somebody geographically nearby. Hopefully it all works out and the guy's great. But that gave me an idea for today's World Wide Web Wednesday video that nowadays, thanks to technology, you can assemble a team of experts, top people that are great at all kinds of things all around the world, and you do not have to limit yourself geographically. Now, if you get a referral, a recommendation like that, and the person happens to be local, I guess you can at least check him out. I wouldn't make that the basis of the decision, but that would be one person I would check out. But the world is now a tiny place. They're experts in just about anything you want to do in your business that isn't local. Now, if you're a strictly, absolutely local service-based business, like a hairdresser, well, then of course, people have to come in and get their hair cut, and you can't outsource that to somebody in the other end of the world. But if that hairdresser wants to do some marketing, just about anybody anything you can think of that you want to do, or anything I recommend, or anybody else that knows marketing, you can get somebody to do it and find them from all over the world. So it's likely you're going to find someone who's excellent at what they do. They're going to love doing it. They're going to do it well. They're competing a lot of times among thousands and thousands and thousands of freelancers to do tasks and to do projects and jobs, and therefore they have to price themselves accordingly. They have to be on the lookout to how they handle your situation and anybody else, because feedback is going to either make them or in some cases wreck them. So you got the crowd feedback mentality helping you out. And a lot of times when I hire people for short-term projects, I really am looking for somebody long-term to do a repetitive project over and over, and I'm testing them out, and I let them know I'm testing them out on an introductory basis. So that's also fraught with a lot less peril than hiring somebody local, which could take a lot of time and energy, and you meet them in person, and then, in the old days, before this whole worldwide outsourcing, you would hire somebody, and if you made a mistake, you also set them up with a desk and a phone and, all this, and hooked them up and trained them and all this kind of stuff. And nowadays, you can, first of all, select a top expert who doesn't have to happen to be anywhere near you, and they can perform the work anytime they need to get it done based on deadlines that you set. They could do it extremely well, and if they don't, it's not a lot of energy or cost of time, money, or effort or frustration to just get rid of them and get somebody else. And my favorite site I'll give you for outsourcing is called Upwork.com, UPWORK.com. They don't pay me or anything to send people there. It's just the one that I use. It's a combination, two sites merged years ago. I even forget the names of them, Odesk and whatever the other one was. And they merged, and there are other sites to find outsources, and I found them on other sites as well. But I like Upwork.com, and it's a beast. Has likely millions of freelancers on there, and again, freelancer can lead to a long-term project. So, you want to spend your time doing what the business owner, what the CEO, what only the CEO does, which is cast a vision. And this time of year, the beginning of the year, people are setting goals and casting vision for the year and planning things out, and then get it to somebody else to implement so you can go right through your to-do list. You don't get bogged down in doing something you're not good at or you don't like doing, especially anything that's a, repetitive, manual grunt work task that anybody can do for pennies all over the world. Things like posting messages on social media. We've talked about that in recent videos. Jeff Ducharme is here. Great seeing you, Jeff. Jeff is here, and Jeff does a lot of work for a lot of clients. And I know, Jeff, you're an expert at getting a team together, getting people to do things. You're not sitting there running multiple businesses and bringing in multiple millions of dollars because you're sitting there getting bogged down in, I got to do this. Okay, so maybe you've thought about starting a podcast. Well, you could go to Upwork.com or any other site you choose where you want to find a team, and you'll find someone not only to help you set up the podcast, get the feed going, do the intro, do the outro, audio, edit the audio every time you do a podcast and post it up there and post it to different sites to promote it and market it and get you, they'll transcribe and get the program notes and put it into bullet points, oftentimes with timestamps, like at the 12:42 mark. Steve talks about this, on and on. You get people to do just about anything you need to do in marketing. So I know Alex was here, and I talked to Alex. He does website building and SEO, and that's another thing. Any idiot all over the world can do basic, repetitive SEO tasks. Of course, you train them if you don't like the way they do it. Either find someone that does it the way you do, or it's not necessary. With all the freelancers out there, you're going to find somebody who likes to do it the way you do. Very often, I've been pleasantly surprised. I found somebody that does it better than I even thought it could be done. They're like, yeah, okay, I see the way you want to do it, and that's all good, but I've been doing this for 14 years, and blah, blah, blah. I do it this way and that way, and then I get a report and a spreadsheet, and you ask for this report, but I give 16 other reports also, and pie charts, and this and that, and every client gets blah, 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 hoo-ha, whatever. I'm like, holy crap. I talk about it a lot. You get other people to do things that you're not great at. They love it. Therefore, they're likely great at it. They enjoy doing it. They get it done, and they likely do it a lot better than you. And that's how you build a big business. Now, if you want to be a solopreneur and just be a self-employed person, which is basically a glorified and not a great job, go ahead. Then you probably don't want to watch any of my videos, because that's not what my videos are all about. My videos are about transforming you into a mega monstrous business owning entrepreneurial success, and that involves a lot of outsourcing, putting resources to work, time, money, energy, other people, marshaling resources, organizing them in a new way, and making a profit. That's what entrepreneurs do. That's who we are. It's a small percentage of people in the world. So if that's you want to function in that way and not lop yourself in with the 90% of the world that basically has a job, whether you work for yourself or somebody else. It's not about getting up every day and being a doer of things. It's about casting a vision and getting other people to buy into the vision, to get the work done, and you get to build your empire and help many, many more people than you could doing everything yourself. And of course, have more income, more free time, and a more enjoyable life because you're doing the things you love to do and not doing the things you don't. And Jeff says, yes, nothing of any significance was achieved by just one person. We must build a team. Extremely well said. And so being self-employed and solopreneur, you know, there's that word preneur on the end, but solo is not even an entrepreneur. You're just self-employed. You have a job. And that's not going to get anything of significance achieved, as Jeff points out, when you have a job, whether you work for yourself or somebody else. So be an entrepreneur, be a CEO, be a business owner, and put a team together. And you can even hire project managers and assistant managers and team leaders and all that kind of stuff. So you're not even managing all these tasks being done. You're casting the vision, putting things in place, and getting a lot of things done because you get other people to do it. Upwork.com is my favorite site for that. I know they used to put on there how many, anytime you did a search, they told you how many outsourcers or freelancers or whatever they call it they had that put that particular task as one area of their expertise or their competence. And last time I checked, I didn't see, unless I wasn't looking, I didn't see the overall number. It was always fun to put in like, gee, I need a logo made. And look at graphic design and have them come up and go, oh yeah, there's 642,000 graphic designers ready for you to choose from to do your logo or, you know, put a banner on your website or whatever. Not, you know, it's fun to see those big numbers. Even if they don't mention them anymore, they're there and they're getting bigger all the time. It's kind of like McDonald's, right? I remember the days when I was a kid and I drive by, or I didn't drive, of course, I was in the car with my mom driving by the local McDonald's and had a sign and it kept track of every million sold. It was like 14 million, 18 million, 22 million. We're like, wow, look at that. Love to see the numbers change. And then it hit a billion or whatever it hit, and that was it. Then it went to 2 billion, 6 billion, 20 billion, but eventually just went to billions and billions sold or untold. And then I saw something on the news, someone was telling me the other day how many million or billion burgers they serve every day or something. And that brought back the memory of that sign. Well, it's the same thing with the number of freelancers and outsourcers. The world is getting to be a smaller and smaller place. You can connect and hire and employ and put to use millions and millions of people, basically anybody in any corner of the earth. And I'll have tips as we go through the year on how to choose the right person, because when you have that many to choose from, you can make mistakes if you don't know what to look for. And if you want help with that before I happen to record a video talking about it, as always, just go to helpfromsteve.com and I'll help you out to select somebody to perform whatever it is you need done in your particular business. Helpfromsteve.com. Otherwise, I'll be helping you every day here on my live videos. Another one will be coming your way tomorrow on Throwback Thursday. I'll dip into the past and have something to say, usually business related, about it. So thanks, Jeff, Alex, everybody else here live, watching on the replay. Thanks for the help and the comments. Continue them if you're watching the replay. I always respond when appropriate. And I'll catch you back tomorrow on Throwback Thursday. Thanks for being here today. Over and out.